Modern women more cut out to be side chicks or wives?
Can you
What do you,
define the modern woman?
everything that's not like your grandma or your great grandma.
I think we can be wifey material depending on who, we're involved with. You can't expect us to be wifey material for someone that doesn't deserve it.
Automatically wrong.
Okay.
Condi-
Well,
it's conditional femininity.
I don't
Conditional.
think
Hold
so.
on. Oh no. Conditional. See, a woman who's feminine is feminine, regardless if the man around her is trying to marry her or he's just the guy who's delivering her groceries.
Hmm.
I don't know where you ladies get off talking about, well, I can act right for the right man. You need to act right for the men who built the world that you live in. Because we're all the right men. You just
Well,
need to act better for the one that's taking care of you.
or just not act for them at all. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
So I think what I'm trying to say is that, you can't give your best to someone that doesn't deserve it. So you expect me to give my all and give my best to
I
someone?
expect you. I expect you to appreciate the men that built the world around you, that allow you to be able to live in a first world country. The entitlement you guys have.
Well, what
Like,
about the
hold on, hold on,
women? What
hold on,
about
hold
the
on.
women that
Now
built
you
that
ask.
though? You know what I'm saying? Like the
Look,
women.
I'm trying to help you. You're
No,
about
I know.
the women. Women haven't built shit. Name me 5 great female inventors. I'll give you one.
Okay.
Madame Curie. Go.
What I'm trying to say
Women
is
don't
that
build nothing.
For those of you who are new to the manosphere subculture, Kevin Samuels has been given notoriety for his commentary on the state of modern woman. Although Kevin Samuels' content is in reference to all women, his audience and focus tend to be centered around the state of African American women. At least this is his primary demographic. Now, I like to mention that Kevin Samuels is not a part of the Red Pill manosphere, nor is he part of the MGTOW community. He is a giant of his own that affiliate with men in his sphere. His paradigm and insight on modern relationships resonate with men who preach Red Pill wisdom. Who is Kevin Samuels anyways? Kevin Samuels is an image consultant who uses his YouTube platform to offer dating and marriage advice. He's been on the YouTube scene for quite some time, emphasizing on manhood and men's fashion. Over the last couple of years, Kevin Samuels went viral on the internet. His most notable video, titled "You Look Average at Best," generated over 2 million views and was featured in WorldStar. If any one of you have been following me for a long time, I responded to that video over a year ago. Anyways, on that video, Kevin Samuels stood up this woman by stating that she was only a 6 according to his personal physical beauty metric. The woman felt entitled to get with the man that made more than her due to generating wealth from her pet grooming business. Kevin Samuels said that due to her age along with being a single mom, she wasn't ever going to get involved with the man of that stature. Her best choice was to get with the man of mediocrity. This is the modern day woman's preference concerning men, to get with the man that makes more than they do. Women beyond the age of 35 have generally hit the wall to be considered marriageable monogamously to men that can provide substantial value. This is primarily due to women's sexual fertility. Men that aren't only of substantial value but can be a resource for longevity aren't interested in formal marriages with single mothers and women beyond the age of 35. Yes, there are exceptions to this rule. However, these women still can enter a private marriage non-monogamously with the man of that stature. It is possible for women beyond the age of 35 to enter a marriage with the blue pill man that's wealthy. The question is, how long will that marriage last though? The average marriage doesn't last no more than 10 years. Some women still pine for a man that exemplifies the concept. If a man does not know how to demonstrate higher value or represent himself properly, he will for sure become beholden to his spouse or lover. The question is Kevin Samuels right about modern women? Since Kevin Samuels' paradigm espouses the red pill, his arguments and talking points are striking and quite convincing. Modern women, according to their sexual imperatives, gravitate towards men that just know, and it is encouraged for them to do so by social movements that took place during the 1960s and 70s. If a man does not know the truth or at least have an understanding of social and sexual dynamics, he will forever be lost in a world that is designed for his failure. Modern women have no respect for men until they prove themselves otherwise. Every man is considered less than until he conquers. Women in society have no remorse for men until they prove to the world that they are worthy of respect. Kevin Samuels represents a social phenomenon to bring about change in modern heterosexual relationships. This is what anchors the red pill, which is to change our thinking due to cultural influences. Black relationships and marriages are in a crisis, and this is manifested in various data sets. Why do black women insist on coming on to Kevin Samuels' show when some of them know that they will be humiliated? Why is Kevin Samuels' behavior tolerated while other men's aren't? I can guarantee you that if it was another ordinary black man to come onto the platform criticizing black women, he will be utterly mocked and destroyed. Why is it that black women would fear crossing Kevin Samuels' boundaries while they would be very antagonistic towards other black men? The answers to these questions comes down to value. Kevin Samuels have a way of representing himself as someone of higher value. Also to take note is that Kevin Samuels have social position due to his influence on the internet. Women respect men in positions of power point blank. If you're not a man in a position of power, then in some way you have to demonstrate power. There are ways you can command respect without having a high social position or legal authority. Modern women are more influenced by what they feel than what they know. Women know that it is wrong to disrespect their husband and cheat on them. The question is, why do they do it anyway? For the most part, for the common man, most women know that there aren't any repercussions behind their behaviors, so they try them. Women today have no sense of accountability because we live in a culture and society that quite frankly disregard their wrongful behaviors. If modern women knew that there would be serious consequences behind their actions, this would promote change. This is what Kevin Samuels' platform is all about, which is to promote change in how men and women interrelate with one another. In the black community, single parenthood is an issue. Why are less and less men today settling for single mothers for longevity? As more men begin to recognize their value, they begin to interact with women in a different manner. In the red pill community and in the MGTOW community, settling for single mothers is a no-no. Kevin Samuels claimed to have testimonials on resolving people's marriages and relationships. If Kevin Samuels keeps this up, who knows what he'll be for the coming generations?